Officer Watkins.
So you're not his supervisor?
No.
Can we get his supervisor out here to spank him a little bit?
You go contact our office and,
Okay.
and talk to him there.
Just watch your attitude.
Do it here himself.
What's your name?
What are you doing?
41 Section 98D Massachusetts state law says you have to
nothing about what you're
identify
talking about. I'm not
yourself.
a police officer. I don't have to. Read the law.
Well, you can go f yourself, genius. Bye.
Hey folks, welcome back to our channel where we talk about important issues in our daily lives. Today we have a story that makes us think about our rights, what the police should do, and how these things happen in the places we go every day. Imagine you're on a public sidewalk, thinking you have the right to be there. Suddenly you're in a tense situation with the police, and they say you're trespassing. This isn't just any argument. It's a clear example of how we need to balance our personal freedoms with keeping our society in order. Join us as we talk about an incident that makes us question authority, understand our rights, and see how recording things in public can help make things clear and responsible. Let's explore this interesting situation and think about what it means for our community and beyond.
What are you doing?
Dude, you're coming really close to me, dude.
What are you doing?
First of all, who are you?
What are you doing?
Who the fuck are you? Don't talk to me like that, first of all. Hey,
What are you doing?
how are you? My name is so-and-so.
What are you doing?
What is your name and badge number?
I don't have a badge number nor a
What's your name?
What are you doing?
41 Section 98D Massachusetts state law says you have
You know
to
nothing about what you're
identify
talking about. I'm not
yourself.
a police officer. I don't have to. Read the law.
Well, you can go f yourself, genius. Bye.
Okay.
Thanks for the professionalism. You should probably learn the law. Shut up. Hey, watch out, buddy. Put your seatbelt on. Kick rocks. Bye.
Standoff Police Department, recorded line.
Hi, this is Sergeant Higgins, Massachusetts Department of Corrections over on 15 Maple Street.
Yes.
We have an individual outside on the main road filming, flipping people off, displaying a badge. Wondering if you guys can get him out of here or see what the hell's going on with him.
All right, you said he's at the main road on Maple?
He's right at 50 Maple Street, right at our main entrance, filming and flipping people off. Like I said, he's displaying a badge, a wand metal detector, just getting in the way of traffic.
Okay.
Yep. They're coming out that way now. They locked this area down. We're gonna go down here. I know the PD's on the way. See you over there. They're letting everybody out over on this side, so we're gonna go to this gate now. Hilarious how you guys call the police on me. Hey, you think this is my first rodeo? What's up with the transparency? You guys scared? You scared of a camera? Huh? What do you think the police are gonna do? Training facilities right at the road, you should go take a look at them. Wow. Wanna almost run me over, huh? Look at this. You wanna almost run me over, huh? What's your name and badge number?
How you doing?
What's your name and badge number?
My name's Detective Leon.
Leon, detective, huh? Nice. They sent a detective out here, huh?
What's going on with you?
What's your name and badge number? Name and badge, please. 41 Section 98D, Massachusetts state law. What is your name and badge number? Are you failing to identify?
I am not.
What's your name and badge number?
582.
What's your name? What's your name? What's your fucking name? What is your name?
What's on your hip?
It's none of your business. It's a scanner so I can hear you coming. What is your name? Identify yourself.
Geokus.
Thank you. Was that hard?
No.
Thank you. What is your name and badge number, please?
704.
Laughlin?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. See, he gets respect. Your name and badge number, please.
Gonzalez, 593.
Awesome. You guys have your body. I'm not listening to you.
No, listen, you have
No,
to
I don't need to
What's
listen
your
to you.
purpose here? You're
None of your
you're
goddamn
standing
business.
in the middle of the road.
No, you're parked in the middle of the road without any hazards on.
Okay.
Go do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't tell me what to
No,
do.
I just
Okay?
did.
What is that right there?
I just
Let me
did.
take a look
Don't
at
touch
it.
me.
Can I see it?
No, can you
Let me
read?
see. Okay.
Yeah, okay, okay.
What's your purpose?
I would
What
never
do you-
identify as a police officer, so get that out of your head.
It looks like you are.
I don't give a shit. Looks what?
What are you trying to
I have to
accomplish?
act.
Okay. What are you trying to accomplish?
You come with respect. You understand me? And maybe you'll get it in return.
Okay.
Like these two officers. And you, I think you identified, right?
I did.
There's always that one piece of huh?
There's no need.
No, there is. Yeah, there is. When I ask you the first time, you identify yourself. It's a state law. I'm recording and taking pictures out here. That is it.
Okay, why?
Because I can. That's why. I have every right to take pictures and video out here. The training facility's right up the street. You should probably send half of them idiots up
Do you
there.
have a problem with them? I'm just trying to ask. Like,
What if I did?
It's fine if you do. I'm just asking.
What is that going to get you? Are you going to investigate me? Because I'm not going to answer any more questions. Not going to answer any more questions. I know you got called here. Okay, is that illegal? Is there anything illegal about me being here taking pictures? Don't talk about the road, dude. It's a public easement with no sidewalk.
If you're walking out in the middle of the road and people are driving by,
Like you just parked? You parked in the middle of the road.
I'm parked on the sidewalk.
No, you're not.
right,
It's
so listen,
officer safety.
listen,
Don't tell me to walk in the road and watch out for cars.
You're
I'm
not a
30.
cop, so you don't know what the you're talking about.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're not.
I'm not a cop.
No, you're not.
I know I'm not a cop.
Okay,
I
so
would
you don't
never
know
want to be one.
Okay.
Because of pieces of like you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Don't tell me what the to do. Don't tell me where to go. Don't tell me how to cross the street and where to go and what to do. It's not going to happen
Do you
today.
have a job or something?
This is my job.
Okay, so you get paid
This
for
is my job.
Cool.
Yeah.
So listen, someone called and said too that you're flipping someone off.
Okay. Is that illegal?
I'm just.
Is that illegal?
I'm just saying, you're
Is it illegal?
creating a disturbance for people.
I'm causing a disturbance. If you arrest me on a First Amendment violation right now, I'll go to court all the way. Let's do it. This is a public easement. Public right of way. But he's gonna go fishing now on a ticket. You wanna give me a ticket? Give me a ticket. Because you're not getting my ID for it, so good luck. No lights, look at this. 1, 2, 3, no overhead lights, but they're worried about a guy with a camera. You mind if I do a quick sweep on you just for any tyranny? Do you mind?
They're not
I'm not gonna touch him. Why, you got something on you you shouldn't have?
Dude,
You have any? Get out of the road.
enough with
Get out of the road. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
Relax.
Yeah, you're not used to people like me, are you?
Dude, you're not touching me.
Yeah, I'm not touching you, right? I never said I would. You smell like anyway. It's plastic. Calm down.
I don't know what it is, man. It's in your...
It's a prop, dude, for pieces of like you. Reads tyranny all over, dude. Well, let's go back to the office and go fight some crime, dude. There's plenty of investigations I'm sure you have to go conduct.
Finish talking.
Just talking, just shooting. That's it. How many unsolved crimes are out there right now? How many you got going? This? Dude, guys, just peace out, man. Seriously. You're going to leave here before I do it all day, so I don't care. Put your overhead lights on. Officer safety, overhead lights. You want to ticket me?
No.
You want to ticket me for being in the roadway?
No.
No, it's a public easement, dude. I have a right to
You're
walk
fine.
on
You
this.
don't need- but nothing nice to you.
No, not really.
Okay.
No, you switched up.
Before I even showed up, you started yelling at us.
You switched up.
Okay.
Yeah, well, when they sent 2 detectives and a sergeant and a police and 2 police
Here's
officers,
the call. I mean, we're gonna
dude, it's a camera. Calm down. It's a camera. It shoots 60 frames per second, dude.
Mass 2 is intimidating, yes.
60 frames per second, not bullets, dude.
That's great.
I mean, I don't even see any no trespassing signs over there. I see a gate with security. I could even push the limits and go a little further if I wanted to. And you know what? I didn't even do that. And they still called. I had come out to me. What are you doing? Who are you? Oh! He wouldn't even identify himself, dude. And then he says, I'm flipping him off. You wonder why. I said, come with me with respect. Give me your name, your badge number, and say, hi, I'm so-and-so with so-and-so's department. How can I help you today? We got a call. It's that simple, dude.
I get it.
It's that simple. Then you go tell them to put their panties back in their bunch and go on with their day. That's how you do this. That's their property line, to be honest. That's what I go by.
Listen, I'm not.
Well, it's a public utility, right? So that's usually typically what I stand on. You know what I mean? Like prior to, like I don't go over that.
I'll drop the truck at the road.
There you go. Property starts at the road. Exactly where I've been the whole time. Shut your mouth. And actually, it starts right there at that utility pole, so get it right. I do my research. GIS surveys, bud. Hey, detective. Peace out, man. Go do some real work. Unbelievable. Yo, I can't believe an acorn just hit the vehicle, dude. Dude, I'm so glad you guys didn't shoot me over an acorn hitting your vehicle just now.
Not what I do.
I was scared for my life. Sarge, have a good day.
You as well, my friend.
Thank you, buddy. You all set? You an officer? Are you an officer? 41 Section 98D states, Massachusetts state law says you have to identify yourself if you're an officer. What is your name and badge number? What is your name and badge number? Failing to identify? April? Is that it, April? Are you unable to violate my rights today, April? The out of here, dude. Get a real job, will ya?
In this situation, we see a citizen standing their ground and asserting their First Amendment right to record in a public space. It's clear that the auditor was legally within their rights to film outside a government facility. The First Amendment gives everyone the right to record in public areas, especially when it comes to holding government officials and law enforcement accountable. Massachusetts law, in particular, mandates that officers identify themselves when asked, and here we see some officers failing to do so. The officers' actions throughout this encounter raise concerns. Instead of de-escalating the situation, they quickly escalated it by responding with hostility and even calling for backup over exaggerated claims. This is a textbook example of how not to handle a public interaction, especially when the individual involved is doing nothing illegal. Their insistence on not identifying themselves or respecting the auditor's rights undermines trust in law enforcement. While the auditor's behavior, like flipping people off, might be seen as unprofessional, it's not illegal. The real issue here is the officer's refusal to follow protocol, like identifying themselves when required by law. The escalation was unnecessary. The best thing citizens can do in this kind of situation is stay calm, assert their rights, and document everything just like the auditor did. This encounter reminds us that while we may have the right to do something, it's the way we assert those rights that makes a difference.
They giving you a ticket? Speeding? What's that? For speeding?
You can film, that's fine. Just go stand over by your car.
You got the wrong one. You got the wrong one.
What's that?
You got the wrong one.
I got the wrong
Just
one.
carry on. Do your business.
Okay, you need to back up, otherwise you are interfering with my stop. Okay?
Well,
I've been cordial with you so far. You need to stop talking. Okay.
You okay, man? You piss yourself a little bit or what?
Leave. Otherwise we're gonna have an issue. Dude.
Why is that?
Because you're interfering with my stop.
Your stop is gone.
Yeah, now my stop is gone after you've been here the whole time. So here's the deal.
No, there's no deal.
Yeah.
There's no deal.
You can either get back in your car and you can leave, or I can get your identification, okay?
What's your name?
My name's Officer Lockwood.
Officer Lockwood with what department? And you're telling me you're going to get my ID for standing on a public easement, recording
yeah,
you?
it's a public easement, but you're interfering with my stop.
How, your stop is gone, son.
Now my stop's gone, but you're interfering.
How did
with
I
my
interfere
stop.
with it?
Okay.
You might want to go look up that statute and get a supervisor, son, or just get in your car and leave. That'd be best.
Okay.
You think that you're the first clown I've ever dealt with?
No, I know you're not the first person I've ever dealt with.
Okay, just leave. Go do your work. Hey guys, it's in New Mexico. It is Pojoaque. Hey, what's up, boss? Hey, how are you? I'm James.
True Hill.
True Hill. Good to meet you, sir.
Meet you.
Are you a sergeant or?
No. I'm
Okay,
just about
cool. What's this guy's name again? Lockwood? So you're not his supervisor?
No.
Can we get his supervisor out here to spank him a little bit?
You go contact our office and,
Okay.
and talk to him there.
Just watch your attitude.
First, I can do it here inside.
I don't have an attitude.
You're good.
All right. Hey, have a good one, brother. Hey, the next time I come out here and record you, I expect no lip from you. You understand me? No, I'm in a public space. I'll stay here. I'll stay here.
You're going on to the turn.
No, I'm good. I'm on a public easement. There's no sidewalk. It's a public easement. You were doing good. Just, you know, shouldn't leave. You're good, bro. You're good. Hey, if I were going to hurt you, I'd hurt you. If you were going to... If someone's going to hurt you, they're going to hurt you. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm just here to record, bro.
You're not going to hurt me recording. There's nothing wrong with you recording.
Yeah, and I get it. You want to take the side here.
The only thing you just got to be cautious with is you're in an Indian reservation.
Yeah, sure.
So if you go up into the tribal areas, there you're not allowed to record.
Sure, absolutely. Absolutely, brother.
So, but anywhere else, you're good to go.
All right, I appreciate you, man. Hey, can you do me a favor, though? Just between you and me, we won't tell anybody. Will you spank the child when you get back to the office?
Spank the child? So what did he do?
He's just bullying me, telling me, threatening me for being here recording him. That's all. Just, you know, just bullying me and threatening me. Okay.
I'm not a supervisor. If you want that to happen, you don't contact her.
Hey, you know what? If between me and you tell me that you'll spank him good, we'll just leave it at that. Just give him a little swat on the bum and tell him bad boy. All right. Thank you, brother. You too.
This situation shows exactly why it's so important to understand your rights, especially when it comes to recording police officers. The First Amendment gives us the right to record in public spaces, and that includes filming law enforcement during traffic stops. Here, the officer tried to push the auditor back and even threatened to get his ID for simply standing on a public easement and recording. That's an obvious violation of rights. The officer has no legal ground to stop someone from filming unless they're actually interfering with the stop, which in this case, the auditor wasn't. The officer's behavior escalated unnecessarily. Instead of calmly addressing the situation or letting the individual record, he got defensive and aggressive, which only makes the situation worse. It's important for police to de-escalate interactions, not provoke them, especially when someone is exercising their constitutional rights. The real kicker here is the fact that the officer may have been outside his jurisdiction, working on land where he has no authority to enforce the law. That adds a whole layer of complexity to the situation, and it's something the officer likely didn't want to acknowledge. But it's a reminder that citizens can challenge these oversteps legally. In a case like this, the best course of action for any citizen is to stand firm in their rights, stay calm, and if things go south, request a supervisor. Filming in public spaces is not just a right, it's an essential tool for holding law enforcement accountable.
And what am I being pulled over for?
Well, two reasons. One, you made a turn back there without a turn signal. Two, we got a call about you trying to sell something at a store, and at two different stores at that, not just one. So a suspicious activity call. And we had to make out with you to see who you are and what you're doing.
Got you. You're being videoed for my protection and yours? What's your name, officer? Please identify yourself.
McLeod from the Clewiston Police Department.
And you, sir?
Officer Garza, Clewiston Police Department.
And what am I being pulled over for?
Well, two reasons. One, you made a turn back there without a turn signal. Two, we got a call about you trying to sell something at a store, and at two different stores at that, not just one. So a suspicious activity call. And we had to make out with you to see who you are and what you're doing.
Got you.
So can I have your license, please?
So what crime is that?
Well, there wasn't a crime committed because we don't know if the items are stolen or not.
Do you have suspicion that I committed a crime? Reasonable, articulable suspicion, either one of you, that I committed a crime, was about to commit a crime,
somebody
was in the process of committing a crime.
10-4, are there any stipulations?
Absolutely not. Except that you abide by the law.
I am abiding by the law.
No, you're not. You're asking me for my ID illegally.
He conducted a traffic stop.
That's not how that
illegal.
works.
That is how
No crime has been committed. There's no reasonable, articulable suspicion. Excuse me.
When you commit a traffic infraction,
There's no reasonable, articulable suspicion that a crime has been committed. That a crime has been committed.
It was going to be committed. How do we know the stuff you have is not stolen? We have no way to prove it. No way.
Not how that works.
No way I can prove it.
Please get your supervisor here.
Sure.
Because that's not how this
technically,
works. Well, then she should know better. She should know better, and so should you, Mr. Garza.
We are allowed to step out with people who reasonably believe.
Yeah, dumbass people who don't know the law.
That doesn't have to be dumb or smart.
If I have not been suspected of committing a crime with reasonable articulable suspicion,
2 people have called saying you in this vehicle are trying to sell them items that they don't know are stolen, we don't know are stolen.
Then there's no crime.
Can you tell me that it's not stolen?
I already told you that.
I didn't ask. So how have you told me?
Because you said that you got a phone call, and I asked you if that was illegal, and you said no.
Called over the radio that's you.
Here. There's my paperwork right there. Nothing illegal.
Was that so hard?
No. But you can't just get people's ID for nothing, Mr. Garza.
It's not for nothing.
It is. It is. There's policy and procedure, and there's constitutional law that you swore an oath to, my friend.
Hold on. If somebody's standing here, and they're just standing here with no kids, and they're a grown person just sitting there, that's a suspicious person.
You know, I just got a call about some officers that we had to watch out for here that were breaking the law and the people's constitutional rights.
I can show you that's not us.
You sure it's not you?
Not me. But look,
I have suspicion to believe it's you.
Hold on. You gonna let me finish what I'm saying so you have an understanding?
How you doing, boss?
There's a supervisor right there if you want to
speak. How you doing,
to
supervisor? We're just getting an understanding of constitutional law here. You know, no big deal. He said he pulled me over because he got a phone call that, you know, we were selling stuff. I asked him if that's illegal. He said, no, that's not illegal, right? That's where we were at in the conversation. He asked for my ID. So I asked him again, what did we do that was illegal? For me to give you my ID. Did we have any reasonable articulable suspicion that a crime has been committed? He said no. We got a phone call. 2 people said that items were trying to be sold. That's not a crime. Not here, not in Texas, not in, anywhere. It's not a crime.
My understanding is you were pulled over for a traffic offense.
That's not what I was pulled over for. Mr. Garza pulled me over. This woman pulled through here after. There was no illegal turn. That right there is a turnaround. You don't have to put your blinker on at that turnaround right there.
Tomato.
Right. So you have identified yourself, correct?
I told him who I was right there. It's not stolen stuff. I'm not trying to give him a hard time, but you guys can't just pull people over and say, oh, we got a phone call. Somebody said you were selling stuff. Let me see your ID. That's not how this works. I respect the law. You guys got to respect it too. You swore an oath to it.
Okay. All right. Hold on for there. Okay. Look, my name is Sergeant Nieves, badge number 0464. All right.
You know your shit.
Closton Police Department. Yes. Look, we got a call at the Ace Hardware parking lot. Person just wanted to remain anonymous, saying that, hey, somebody was trying to sell a stereo in the parking lot, and that's it. They didn't request contact, nothing along those lines, all right? Look, he conducted a traffic stop. He was just trying to identify you guys. Everything's good. That's all we're trying to do.
Key word, try to identify.
That's all. Just try.
But that's not how that works.
Look, we're here, attempting to identify. That's all we're trying to do, all right?
Your name again?
Sergeant Tito Nieves. All righty, sir.
Be safe. Thank you.
One, okay?
And we could sell here. It's not illegal.
Not illegal.
Especially if I got my sales tax license, correct?
If you are a business conducting business within the city, you need a tax business receipt.
Got all that.
We don't have that knowledge.
Thank you. But you can't receive that knowledge illegally.
But we can ask you.
Okay, and I can refuse.
Yes, you can, but we still need to figure out what you're doing somewhere. So until we figure that out,
you could try to figure it out.
Until we figure that out, you are deemed a suspicious person. Do you understand?
Yeah, but being a suspicious person is not somebody that has been deemed reasonable, articulable suspicion of committing a crime, about to commit a crime, in the process of committing a crime. Would give you the only viable and reason to ask for my ID, period. There's no exceptions at all.
So the traffic stop means nothing.
That wasn't a traffic stop.
So you made
you specifically told me, and you are being recorded in my truck too. You specifically told me when I asked you why I was being pulled over, you specifically stated that you got a phone call about suspicious activity.
I'm telling you,
when she pulled up afterwards, because she came from this way. Well, I'm teaching you. How are you supposed to learn if you don't listen?
What do you mean? How are you supposed to learn if you don't listen?
I already know what the fuck I'm doing.
That's the problem with closed-minded people.
That's why I already know what I'm doing. That's why he left. That's why you're going to leave. And that's why she left without getting my fucking ID. You see what I'm saying?
Well, I'm still conducting a traffic stop, so I do need your ID.
There's no traffic stop. For what? There's no legal traffic stop.
Turn, do you not have to signal which way you're going?
On that turnaround right there, you do not have to signal. Absolutely not, because it's not a left turn.
What is it?
I'm turning, it's a turnaround. That's what that's made for. There's no stop sign there.
There's a stop sign right there.
That's not where I turned around at. I turned around further up.
So you did a U-turn.
I didn't turn around right here.
Oh, all right.
Stop trying to dig, dude. That's not how this is going to work, dude.
I'm doing what my sergeant says. Here you are, sir.
Do what the Constitution says.
10-4.
Your sergeant ain't going to cover your ass when you get sued, dude.
This situation really highlights how important it is to know your rights when you're dealing with the cops. So the officers say they pulled the person over for a couple of reasons: not using a turn signal, which seems kinda questionable given where they were, and a call about suspicious activity, like trying to sell stuff in stores. But here's the thing, just because someone calls about suspicious behavior doesn't automatically mean there's a reason to stop you or ask for ID. That's where the citizen is right to ask about reasonable suspicion. The officer really needs more than just a vague tip to make you give up your ID. The Constitution protects us from unreasonable searches, and this situation doesn't seem to meet the bar for that. The officers should have been clearer on why they needed the ID, but instead they kinda just leaned on that suspicious activity claim without much else to go on. Bottom line, if there's no real evidence of a crime happening or about to happen, you shouldn't have to hand over your ID. This is why it's so important to know what you're legally allowed to do, like asking why you're being stopped and refusing to give up your ID if there's no real reason. Everyone deserves to have their rights respected, even in situations like this.